Okay, so I'm a little bit late pressing record. Anybody watching this recording, it is October 20th, and we've just gone over the agenda. I'm explaining what is a GPA. GPA is grade point average. Excellent grade point average is within that 3 to 4 threshold. You worry when it gets to below a 2 to 1. And if your GPA falls, the school will put you on something called academic probation. Now, because there's several people here today who are not here at the end of my last class on Tuesday, I'm going to use some of the same images for activator questions. And before we split the class and Armando takes some students, I think Armando, you could kind of treat the conversation like your conversation class a little bit. So academic probation, who wants to guess what that means? You know, academic probation's probably a new word. Academic probation means they are watching you. The school puts you on a list of people who have a low GPA. And if you maintain a low GPA, every school will have a different benchmark. The school will cut you bye-bye. They will say you can no longer study here. And guess what? Schools schools have a lot of leeway to make their own rules. Every school will have its own regulations of where they put someone on academic probation and what that threshold is, meaning how low can someone's GPA go. So what that essentially means is, and this is a big cultural difference. If you will give the school money, even if you give them all your money, they might still tell you to leave. And guess what they do with that money? They keep it. They'll say, thanks for the cash, bye. That's exactly what they will do. So if your GPA falls, you could be put on academic probation. If you stay on academic probation too long, 1 semester, 2 semesters, they will say goodbye. You will not be able to attend, and you won't be able to get rid of that. It's like getting in a car accident and it stays on your driving record. When you apply to school again, the fact that you had a low GPA is there. Mm-hmm. So you want to keep an eye on your GPA, make sure it doesn't fall. And if you are put on academic probation, you want to make sure you lift your GPA. And that's that whole balancing work and life and responsibilities. Now, if you are failing a class, this is probably the most important thing. If you're failing a class and you know within the first 2 to 3 weeks, you will not pass that class, what should you do? Anna, tell everybody again, say it loud.
Withdraw.
Yeah. Withdraw. Get out now. Get out now. Why, Anna?
Because if you stay, you're gonna have a bad grade, and it's gonna go to the record as well. If you withdraw, you won't have a grade about it.
Exactly. Absolutely. I think one of the best pieces of advice one of my professors gave me was, after the first 3 weeks, if you're failing my class, withdraw right away. Right away. And I remember I was like, oh, that makes sense. I get it. Withdraw. Get out of that class, because you will have a bad grade. It will ruin your GPA. And that means it will cost you a lot of money.
It also costs because they don't give back your money.
That's right.
Withdraw. You lose
That's
the
right.
money. Yeah.
You
But
will
I
lose your
prefer
money.
lose the money than I have a bad grade in the GPA.
Exactly. Exactly. It's like, think of it as digging a hole. If the best you want to, you're digging a hole, the longer you stay in that class, it's like you're in a giant hole. Get out of the hole.
Mm-hmm.
Don't keep digging.
Yep.
So that's what I want to start with. GPA, grade point average, keep an eye on it. Academic probation, if you get put on academic probation, get your GPA up. If you can't get your GPA up, do what Ana Maria just said. Say it again, Ana Maria.
Withdraw.
Withdraw. Get out. Get out right now. So that is where we're going to pivot to a little conversation before we split up the class. Okay. Last week, I showed everybody a few charts, and here we go. All right. So some of you were here for this discussion, but for those of you who were not, according to Project Atlas, and they get a lot of their stats from the United Nations, 2 years ago, 2020, so this is 2 years old, this data. What makes our country relatively unique, and this class relatively unique? You are all international students. You are, in fact, students enrolled in an adult education program. It makes you part of that community right there at the top. Anybody who was not here in the last class, in Tuesday's class, what makes this community so unique? This community I've just pointed at.
Different cultures,
Different cultures,
languages.
languages. So you are all part of what community?
International.
Yep, you are all international students in America. So think of yourselves as part of this community. So over 1 million people have come to this country to get an education. You are part of that community. If all of America's international students in high schools and colleges lived in one place, it would be about the size of, say, a 2-tier city. It would be like, say, Cleveland, or like, say, Scranton. It'd be like 2 Scranton, Pennsylvanias, or something like that. If all international students in America lived together, it would be a pretty big city. So why do so many people come to this country to become students? This is a subjective question, no right or wrong answer. We started this last time, but I want to continue. I want to see if anyone's thoughts have grown. Why do so many people come here to get a degree?
I think
Looking for
they want
American
to.
dream.
Let's start with Andre, then go to Jefferson.
I think the English is one language used in all the world. They want to learn English, and the university in United States is recognized in all the world too.
I like that word you just used, recognize. What about that recognition? At Jefferson,
Yep.
last week, you and I think, touched on an interesting question I'd like to continue it with. To Andre's point, is America the only place to learn English? No.
No.
Is English the only useful language in the world to learn? Of course not.
Well, but this is the principal language.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's in the top 4 or 5. Yeah, it is the most widely
if you go to
used.
Japan, it's too difficult to speak with them like in Japan because we can't understand. But they learn English and we learn English. Even if I don't speak English, like my first language, we can communicate.
Well, Jefferson, in terms of
Yep.
recognition, if
Okay.
I go to, let's say, what's the major university in Caracas? The most prestigious. Give me the name of that
It's
university.
Simon Bolivar.
Okay. Oh, yeah, about the independence leader. Yes. So
Yep.
if I become an international student in Venezuela, I study Spanish and I get a degree from this school named after Simon Bolivar. Will my degree be recognized anywhere in the world?
Just in Venezuela. You
Okay,
have to.
there we go. That's it. So that degree will be recognized in Venezuela.
Yes.
But
Just
if I
there.
take it out of Venezuela, will that degree be recognized?
No, I don't think so. You have to catch up the grades and learn something else. I don't know, like catch up I don't know the name,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like me. If I would like to do what I started, I gotta start like the new career again, like 90% of the career. So
There you go.
that's what I don't like it. I don't want to do.
That's right. So this international student population, I'll go back to this other slide. A lot of people come here. A lot of people in this program come here with degrees from many places in the world. But like Jefferson just pointed out, not every degree is recognized everywhere else in the world. And that's just a fact of life. The world is not fair. So in many ways, a degree in this country will carry more weight. Simon Galloway, he's an economics writer and teacher at NYU. He says that education is a caste system. It is your place, your status in society. And I think that might explain a lot about why so many people come to this country and spend so much money. Here's the money to get these degrees. Next question, and I think maybe Armando, you could
Can I say something?
take over. Sure.
Even if you go to, if I go to Colombia or Costa Rica,
Mm-hmm.
I gotta catch up anyway because they have to own rules, to own things. So I gotta learn a little bit more about what I trying to do with them.
So
Yes.
there's a lot of
Like,
Venezuelans now living in Colombia, a lot.
Yeah, Colombia, Costa Rica, Argentina, and South America.
So even if you go next door.
Yes, you have
That's-
to catch up. Okay, they accept 80% of
Mhm.
what you already have, but you have to do a 2 semester, even 1 year, learn
Mhm.
their own rules.
Right.
So it's
That's rough. That's rough.
Oh yeah,
But it's a familiar story. So
I know
yeah.
friends. They're
Mhm.
they're doctor in Venezuela with 10
Mhm.
years experience, and he live in Chile, and he's like nurse, like a second level nurse. He didn't even the doctor, and he had the degree. So it's unbelievable.
Yep, it is. Thank you so much, Jefferson. So here's another chart I showed everybody last week. I keep saying last week, last class. So this is an average 22 to 2023 private schools per year, annual. So if you're taking 3 to 4 courses a year, private colleges, if you're paying full price, that's no scholarship, no financial aid, you're going to pay in the ballpark of 39,000, let's say 40 grand private. So we're talking BU money. Harvard money will be more, the most prestigious. Public out of state, so then we can cut that in half, and then your state community college schools, the school that we partner with, that is Bunker Hill Community College, you're going to get the best deal. So if full-time annual tuition will be about 10 grand, and let's say divide 25% of that would be about one class. So Anna, what was the last time you took English 111? What was that costing?
I don't remember. It was like a year and a half ago.
Okay, so
What?
price is going up, definitely.
Yeah, I guess was 1,400.
1,400. Okay, yep. So think about it. That's like what most of you pay in rent, perhaps. So think of that one class as like rent.
That was for
yeah.
like 4 months for a semester.
Mhm, yep. So one semester, one class. Yeah. Yep. So times 4 full course load times 2 semesters, that comes around 10 grand or so. So given that being said, this is the question I ask everybody. If this were a college course, how would you feel? And I ask everybody to check their grade on Google Classroom. Now, Armando, can you take the reins and start leading? I want to get your thoughts, and maybe you could take a few questions from students. Ask everybody how they're feeling. I'll shut my mouth right now. I'll mute myself. That's the image I wanted everybody to think. If this were a college course, how would you feel?
Yeah, so I guess, I mean, from my standpoint, I'm also a college student, so I'm in the same boat here. I'm either wasting my money by not doing the schoolwork. I'm in grad school as well, so it costs a lot much more money. Yeah, I guess, does anybody have any questions about this?
Yeah.
Was that Rose? Melanie, yes, take you can ask.
Hi.
Armando.
So when you withdraw a class, so you don't fail your like you don't lower your GPA, when are you going to do the class again, like to pass the class?
Generally, you'd have to, I mean, the next term that class is offered, you're able to register for it. Sometimes you have to take the class, say this English class that George mentioned, that might be a prerequisite. That means you have to take that class before you can take the next level of that English class.
Yes. And Anna Maria, you know all about that. You might want to add to that.
Yeah, I took 111 on Bunker Hill, and I withdrew that class 3 times. I was so frustrated. That's why I stopped and I looked for another alternative to learn English for now. But I would like to take the English class 111 because I would like to keep studying. But how Armando says, that is like a prerequisite.
Yep.
Yeah, prerequisite to take English 112. So yeah, you can take it the next semester or whenever you feel comfortable. Yeah, that's what I did. I'm waiting to take it again.
Yeah, and I think something to add to deciding to withdraw from a class, sometimes, and it probably varies from school to school, but there's cutoff points. So say you realize in the first or second week that you want to withdraw, you'll be able to, they'll refund you that money, but after a certain point, they'll only refund half. If it's past another point, then, you know, if it's too late in the semester, then you're still going to be paying that money. So understanding that the sooner the better if you need to withdraw from the class is really important.
I have a question.
Amanda.
Yeah, Erica.
Yes, I have a question.
It's for, oh, I'm sorry.
Hello.
Oh, yeah, I think, let's do, Marie, then Erica.
Okay. For English 11:1, if you fail after that class, after we finish with El Centro, if we want to go to college, we're gonna take English 11:1. Is that correct?
I can answer this one. English 111, we have a deal with El Centro. Our program has a deal with Bunker Hill Community College. I've mentioned this several times in the semester, but guess how much money you pay if you come from our program and we recommend you to start. Guess how much you pay?
$0.
Yeah.
$0.
Yes. So Anna Maria just pointed out that she had to drop a grand, was it 1,400, 1,400. So if you complete our course and we confidently say this student has what it takes, then we recommend you. But we're very, very, very careful. I'm actually having a meeting with, Ashley and I are having a meeting with administration today, and we're looking at everyone's, basically the GPA on Google Classroom. That's why I had you look at your own GPA on Tuesday. And I said, and I gave you this image, would you be throwing away your money? So if you see a long row of missing assignments, that gives everybody doubt that we can confidently send you on to English 111. That first class is offered for free. If we see that you are making progress, and we've simulated that class here, both Ashley and I, we've basically created like a warm-up to that class. Like this is all training for that class. And if we see, hey, this person, she's doing the work. She asks for help. When she has a question, she follows up. When she misses an assignment, she follows up. She doesn't disappear for 2 weeks and we think she fell off the face of the earth. Then we say, okay, we can confidently send that person to English 111. So very few students that we send fail because we're very, very careful. You can't, we look at all the work you do in this class. So if you say, I really want to go to college, and I love that price, and we just look at the work you've done this semester, we say, listen, you disappeared for a month and you didn't tell us anything. We got it. We can find some other way to help you. So very few students fail. I don't think that anyone has failed in the past 2 years. We have had a few students who've gotten some low grades and been put on academic probation. I don't think anyone has fully failed.
That's why you score our assignments.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay, I leave my question for after, because I know some people has question, because I have a bunch of for you saying that.
You got it. You got it.
Yeah.
And I'll take all the time you need. You got it.
Okay. I have other question for
For Armando.
Armando. Okay, sorry.
No problem.
So some others programs accept like for foreign students TOEFL or how do you call it, Duolingo for English, like English score. Some university, like some college English degree, they accept Duolingo or they ask for TOEFL. I don't know.
Armando majors in social work. So your question is about admissions for international students. I know what exam you're talking about.
Oh, okay. Can
But I mean, Armando, is this in your wheelhouse or is this like way outside?
This is going to be a little outside. I was fortunate enough to get admitted into a grad school that didn't have any specific admission requirements.
Mhm.
I did.
No,
Um,
oh wait, Erica had a question for Armando. And then
no,
Melanie.
I did. I
Oh,
actually had when I was going to
Hmm.
Canada, because I was going to Canada to study in 2019. They asked me for TOEFL, my scores in TOEFL to enroll to the course. So I had to go to the capital and do the test. It was like 1,800 maybe
Mhm.
bucks.
So, oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah, so no, 1,800 now. Uh 180 bucks. And I had to do the test and I had to have a specific score, so I could not enroll in English class. Like if I had less than, for example, 80 in that test, I had to do English classes while I was doing the normal classes of my
Mhm.
course. But
Um,
that depends a
yeah.
lot. When some universities ask for TOEFL,
Mhm.
one's for ELS, I guess. I didn't do the
Mhm.
other one, so.
So what Melanie is talking about, the test she took, and that's a test that you don't have to, everybody here doesn't have to think about, but a lot of state schools and mostly private schools, the more competitive, more expensive schools will ask specifically foreign students for that exam. And that's called the Test of English as a Foreign Language, and it's made by ETS, Education Testing Services, and they make millions of dollars off of foreign students. But the school that we are partnered with does not. So I wanted anybody just listening right now, that was just a side question. No one here in this program is studying for that test. That is an extremely difficult test. Anyway, Erica, you have been so patient. Go for it.
my question is for Ana Maria because Ana Maria, you say that you take 111 3 times, and that's because you time or because it's so hard, very difficult. Why?
That depends of the person. In my
Yep.
experience,
Mhm.
um, I was working a lot that time, and I felt tired, and also that English. The point that I see is I had to take that class with American people, with native people who first language is English, and I guess for them it's too easy when the teacher give us a document to read in class and then we have to talk. They just can read it and they understand everything what they were reading. And for me, I have to spend a lot of time to read that to understand what I'm reading, because I have to look the words, the vocabulary. And for me, one time to read, I don't understand everything completely. And they did. So I started feeling frustrated because I couldn't participate in class, and I was taking too many time to make my homeworks or my assignments. I was feeling so behind. So on that point, I saw that I need to learn more vocabulary and practice more, like in my, how you say, cotidianity, en mi vida
Say it
cotidiana.
again.
Environment.
Yeah, like practice more often in my daily.
Mm.
So yeah, I start feeling frustrated, and I was like, okay, this semester I'm gonna start again. I have to do it. But the job, I work in the restaurant industry. I was getting home too late, and for me, so necessary is sleep. I have to rest. So it was so hard to get a balance of both. And it is like that level of English 111, you need to be so responsible and to be so focused in it. And I wasn't in that point. So that's why I withdrew 3 times. That's why I was looking for help in the Centro, because when I made the exam for here, I talked to the coordinator and she said like my English level was fine, was good, but I was like, please, no, I need help. I need to learn more vocabulary. I need to practice more because I was feeling so bad.
Oh, got you. So, teacher, so that
Mhm.
class is not for the people who wants to learn English. Is why the people from here take that class.
Well, that's the basic course to get your degree. It's one of what
Oh,
Armando said as a prerequisite. If you want to study nursing, you want to study, something in the humanities, like, history, literature, something else, you
okay.
have to pass English 111, then English 112, and then you can take the courses you want. Hang on one second, Anna. You were mentioning something really, really important that I think is overlooked with the international student population, is the stress and the anxiety that you experience that is not the same with local students experience. Of course, there's stress and anxiety in college. Of course, there's pressure. But one thing I think is acute, which means more so for this community. Anna, how many people do you support? Just yourself, or do you also
I
support your
have
family?
my parents and my brother.
There you go. That's what you'll find with this community. I think, Armando, you're studying social work. I think this is where you can see that where a lot of needs are unmet for this community. So Anna is not just working and going to school to save money for herself. She's got people depending on her. So when Anna does not sleep, it's not like, okay, she's young, she can handle it. It means if she does not sleep, if she does not make that money, that means all those people are depending on her.
Yeah.
Little show of hands, and you can just give me a hand raising emoji. How many of you are supporting someone else financially that is not yourself? Just give me a hand raising emoji. So if you're supporting, if you are just supporting yourself, lucky you. I'm guessing, I'm looking here. I know, Mariana, you also support your family, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So yeah, I know that for a lot of this community, it's not just people, it's not just yourself you're supporting. You've got people very likely in another country saying, hey, you're in America now. You're swimming in money. I saw on TV, I got Netflix. Everyone in America drives a BMW and the money falls from the sky. Give me some more money. Is that your experience for a lot of you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the acute stress and anxiety that this community, your community experiences is not the same as most Americans. Even Americans who are short on cash, swimming in debt. I still have student debt. That's a little bit different than the stress and anxiety that this community is experiencing. So let me see. I want to just keep the class moving. I want to split the class up real quick. So let's see. The plan was to actually, no, I'm going to change this. Let's take a look at how to check your GPA right now. How to check your GPA. Okay, on Google Classroom. On Google Classroom. This is how you can check your grades. I'm going to show, I hadn't shown this video last time. I'm going to show this video now. Everybody should be able to check their grades. And then I'm going to split the class, and anybody who's missing the last assignment, Armando can help you. All right, so on Google Classroom, how to check your grades.
Hey guys, it's Miss Otero. I'm going to show you how to check your grades on assignments that you completed. Okay, so right now we're in science with Mr. Dietrich. So what you're going to do, there's a couple of different ways to check your grades. Okay, so you can go into classwork. Okay, and you can click on the assignment. All right, click on the assignment, hit view assignment. So you notice that it says turned in. Okay, that means that you've completed this assignment and it's worth 100 points. Okay, but it hasn't been graded yet. All right, so now we're going to go back to assignments and we're going to look at an assignment that we didn't complete yet. Notice it says assigned. Okay, so it says turned in if you did it, assigned if you didn't do it yet. All right, excuse me. Let's look at a graded assignment. Okay, so in math class, getting to know Google Classroom. Okay, we're going to hit view assignment and it's been graded. Okay, you can see your grade over here. It says 100 out of 100 points. All right, and you can see a comment that the teacher made. Now this is a private comment, so you can respond and only the teacher will be able to see this. You can add a class comment over here. All right, the last thing I want to show you guys is you can go to, okay, sorry, you can go to do work and it'll show you all your assignments, but it's not really super easy to use. You can go to done and see all your completed ones. Okay, I don't really love that. So let's go back to math, classwork, and you can hit view your work. Okay, that's where I was trying to get you. So again, you can go to classwork, view your work, and then your options are assigned and returned with a grade. If you only want to see the assignments that have been returned with a grade, you're going to click on that. Okay, and here are the grades. All right.
All right, so that's what I wanted to show you. You can go for the student perspective. This teacher shows what it looks like from a student as well. I created my own student account just to show you that for some demonstrations, but it's like this. You get familiar with the stream, that's the public information. Your classwork is all your assignments, people. And then when you go into classwork, you hit all topics, classwork, and then you could say, view your work. So that's the one I want you to be able to get familiar with. View your work. View your work. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stop sharing. I'm going to ask everybody to take a look at their own Google Classroom page. And I think at this point, everyone's got enough of a command with their own Google Classroom page. I don't think anybody needs Armando to really go through the mechanics. But if you do, we can split the class up and Armando can show you individually, one at a time in a separate breakout room, how to view the work. So everybody, take a look at your Google Classroom page, see what your figurative GPA in college would be. We got 8 minutes before the break. Rose, I believe you needed a little extra help, am I right?
Yes.
Okay, so Armando, I will send you into a breakout room with Rose. This will be, I'll make this voluntary. Does anybody feel they need help checking the grades in Google Classroom or turning in the assignment due today, page 49?
Teacher,
Yes, I will.
Okay,
not
well, I'm
yet.
looking right now. Marie, you did it, I think. Marie, you did it.
I don't know how to check my grade, teacher.
You did it already. I'm looking at it. You haven't
I
missed
did
a.
my homework, but I don't
Marie,
know.
you've got every single assignment in. Or you just want to hang out and talk to Armando, right? I know I'm boring. He's the fun guy, right? I get it. No problem. Okay. No problem. I get it. Okay. No worries.
Teacher, I need help checking my grades.
Okay. So, all right. So I'm going to make a separate breakout room now with, all right. So here we go. Here we go. If you need help checking your grades, Marie, Rose, who else needs help checking your grades?
Me, Mariana.
Mariana, you got it.
And me, teacher.
Monica.
Me too, Merexi.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. So it'll be so we're keeping you busy, Armando. So Armando, are you okay getting into the Google Classroom page?
Yeah, so I'm in it now. I wanted to ask, so I'm in it as a teacher.
Yeah.
Would it be helpful if I had a student profile as well? Because I don't think I have one of those.
Okay. Maybe. I think you'll be okay without it as long as you didn't just direct them to the grade section. I'm
Right.
going to make you also co-host so that I believe you should be able to share your screen if
Okay.
need be.
Great.
So I'm making you co-host on the Zoom call. Great.
Um,
So we got Marie, Nerexi, Rose. Who else needed help with that?
Me, Mariana.
Mariana. All right. Sounds like a party. Anybody else? Okay, everybody else, we're gonna go.
Yes.
Oh wait, who just said yes?
Me.
Who is me? Oh, Cleo Main. There you go, buddy. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody is me. That's right. Okay. All right, Cleo Main, Mariana, Marie, Rexy, Rose. You're gonna go to a breakout room with Armando to check your grades. Everybody else, we're gonna do some vocabulary. Here we go. Oh, wait, I forgot to send Armando into that room. Hold on. All right.
Can I ask something?
Sure.
What's the highest GPA you can get?
4 point something. It's a great question. 4 points.
Because in the Google Classroom, they give you percentage.
Oh,
they
yeah.
don't give you.
Yes, that's a good point. Basically, if you are in the 90% above, that's 4.0. Great question, Melanie. Okay. All right, Armando, you can join that breakout room with the whole team. Great.
Well, where do you see that, Melanie?
What's that, Erica?
Melanie, you
Can
see
you type it in the chat?
the score.
I think
Where
your microphone's.
do you see that?
George, can I ask you something?
Hey, sure, Jefferson. Yes.
Okay. I already know how to send to tutoring and all that kind of stuff. But how do I know how was the assignment? If it's good or not? How
That's your score.
can I see
your score and your comments?
score? I mean, for every assignment.
Your score and your comments. Yeah. That's your score and your comment.
I say like 1 and 1. That's the score.
Oh,
Like,
you-
for
oh
example.
yeah, for a lot of my assignments, they're only worth 1 point. The really simple ones.
Oh,
The really, really
because for
simple ones.
example,
The-
Ashley gave me last time 90 from
Yeah, we've
100.
adjusted those. Now those are like 20 points because there's a lot more involved. The writing is much more crucial because the
Okay.
English 111 is mostly writing.
So the
So-
point is just send the assignment. It's not like it's good or bad. No, just send the assignment.
It's a
That's the
percent.
thing.
Yeah, exactly. It's a percentage. It's a percentage.
Okay.
So like,
Okay, I
so
got
like you miss one assignment out of 20, that'll be 5 points.
Okay.
Five,
Yeah.
5 like percentage points. So if you miss one assignment, that's like missing 5%. If you miss one assignment worth more points, that might be 20%.
If you catch up late,
Yep. Do you remember the syllabus assignment in the
Yes.
beginning? When you read
Yep.
the syllabus, each class will tell you how the grades are done. So when you read the syllabus for each class you have, you'll know exactly how your grades are put together.
okay, yeah, I get it.
Teacher,
Mhm. Yep.
taking that logic into consideration, there's one assignment that is your weekly schedule.
Yep, that was the first one.
Yeah, I wasn't in class
Mhm.
until then, and I remember asking.
Oh, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Because we actually need a function on Google Classroom to void individual assignments. But for students like you who join a little bit later, we have a new student who actually joined last week, and we're trying to average her out as well. But it looks so Melanie, don't worry about those on your score. Don't worry about those.
Because I have that one that I never turned in, and
No,
I
I
have
know what you're talking about. Don't worry about that.
yeah, I have 2 other ones that I delivered them late because
Yeah.
I get in late.
Mhm. No,
Okay.
that's fine. That's fine. Don't worry about that because I know when you joined. It's okay. I wish there was a function on Google Classroom to just void, not like make it not applicable for people who have to join a little bit later in the semester.
So my GPA would be higher.
There
If
you
it
go.
wasn't-
There you go. There you go. It's really just to get an idea. Remember, this class is practice for college.
Okay.
So nobody's putting you on academic probation here. It's just for us to get a sense of who we can confidently send to college.
Okay.
Let's take 5 minutes to do this, and then we'll just do a vocab review, and then we'll take the break, and then we'll come back off of break, and I'll send the next assignment. I'll introduce the next assignment. Here we go. All right, so let's do a taboo game, not a typhoon game. So 1 minute timer. I will I'm going to text a word to one student, and they will have to describe that word. Who wants to play first?
Nothing gone.
All right, who is I? Oh, Melanie, sure. Melanie, I'm going to text you a word. You describe the word, and who wants to guess which word it is? Andre, Jefferson, Erica.
admiration.
Well, we haven't done it yet. Jefferson, here we go. So Melanie, I'm going to text you a word on WhatsApp,
Okay.
and you've got 1 minute to give a description of the word without saying the word, okay?
Yeah.
Here we go. All right, and then Jefferson, you will have to figure it out. Here we go. So Melanie, gotcha, here we go. All right, I texted you the word Melanie. Okay. Are you ready?
I have a, I think
Don't
you didn't
don't
text.
say the word. Don't say the word. Don't say the word. Just
No,
describe
no,
it.
you didn't text me the word.
Oh, whoops. That's the wrong person. It was a different Melanie. Hold on a second.
Have the page, teacher. The page where she can find the word.
No, oh no. That's in I didn't put the page numbers here because I think we're pretty good with this. Melanie Andrade, there's a different Melanie. I will tell you the page. Here we go. And Melanie, there's the word. I'll tell you the page. That page is going to be, hang on a second. Well, I'm going to give you a range because I think telling you the exact page is too easy. There it is. That is, yeah, it's in chapter 2. It's between 30 and 33. Go for it, Melanie and Jefferson.
So this word means like you you speak or act like someone.
You speak or act like someone.
Exactly.
Representation.
Exactly.
Wait, well, you stole it from Jefferson.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sorry. Sorry.
All right, no problem.
Sorry.
No problem. All right, good teamwork. Good teamwork. Let's get 2 more. Who else wants to try?
Mm.
Oh wait, Narexi, you're here. Hang on one second. I didn't put you in the breakout room. Hold on a second. No, you are. Wait, Narexi, you didn't join your breakout room. You might be working. Let's try.
I am here.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
hearing everyone. Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
no, you didn't. I sent you into the room with Armando. You didn't join.
You.
Okay, let's try. Before we bring everybody back and take a break, let's try. Ilse, I'll text you a word now. Okay.
Okay.
Ilse, Cleomaine, you also stayed with me. You didn't join Armando. Anyway, let's try Ilse and who wants to join Ilse?
I'll try.
Ana Maria. Okay, Ilse and Ana Maria. Okay, here we go. Whoa. Okay, here we go. Ilse, I'm going to text you the word. You want to describe it for Ana. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Ilse, here's the word. Okay. And this is in that same series, page 30 to 34. You got it, Ilse?
Yes, I am ready.
Okay.
The word, the meaning is something like come, come to the something comes to the view when you put a seed on the ground and then
Emerges.
yeah.
Nice job. Nice job, everybody. All right. Okay, so everyone is pretty impressive. Good work. I'm going to bring everyone back and we'll take our break together. Here we go. All right. So here we go. Here we go. Well, let's bring everybody back from the breakout rooms. Okay, everybody, let's take our break. This is 10 minutes later than I usually like to take the break, but we had a great conversation to start the class. Okay. Here we go. Yes, everyone has returned. Armando, I will add you as a student, and then maybe next time you can demonstrate how to submit an assignment.
Okay.
You could do like give like a tutorial of something.
Yeah, I'll probably just do an assignment and
No, I don't want you to actually do it unless
don't do it?
unless you're so inspired. You say, George, this is such a fun assignment. I forget my own homework. I'm gonna
Yeah.
although just go through the motions for everybody
Okay.
to follow maybe next time. That's about it. So Armando, you have to go now, right?
I can stick around for a few more minutes.
Okay, we're definitely overdue for a break. But so everybody grab a cup of coffee, do what you need to do, and I will show you what we'll do to end the class. Here we go. Take a break, everybody. Yeah, who's this painting? Who do you think painted it?
Abstract expression is painting.
There you go, using the vocabulary, Marie. Nice
Yes.
job. Yes. Which
Maybe
painter
this
do you think this was? Was this
color,
Picasso?
maybe.
There you go. Everybody's got it. All right. So here is my next assignment. So picking up where you left off yesterday, here we go. Here's the newest assignment, and this will involve a little bit of reading, a little bit of watching, a little bit of listening, hopefully a lot of fun. Okay. So I put right here, Ed Harris as Pollock. Oh, I got to change that due date. That's not correct. I meant to be due next week. That was a mistake. Hold on a second. Not tomorrow. Not tomorrow. No way. Nobody can do that tomorrow. So I made this worth 10 points because it's got a bit of effort you got to put into it, but it's fun. It's a very small amount of writing, but a good amount of thinking and critical thinking, reasoning. There we go. So a week from today, October 27th. That's it. All right. So in this assignment, you will learn about an actor and a painter. Okay. Do I have a volunteer to read the instructions.
In the year 2000, actor Ed Harris directed and starred in the movie Pollock, depicting the painter Jackson Pollock. Watch the movie Pollock and read this article about the actor's preparation for the role, the ultimate splasher movie.
Yeah. So what I want you to do is, right here you have an article about the actor playing the painter. And here's the writing. The writing's not that much. It's just a paragraph or two. Keep going, Anna.
In 55-80 words, describe some of the ways that the actor prepared 10 years for the movie and what impression you had from watching it.
All right. So this actor did actually prepare 10 years. Has anybody here prepared 10 years for something? So yeah, he's an actor, and he played the painter, Jackson Pollock, and it actually took him about 10 years to get ready to play for the role. So this actor studied and studied and studied, and in the movie, you can see him actually acting out the painting, how he would throw paint on a wall and that sort of do all that stuff. And it was a pretty realistic depiction. The actor looks just like him, and he would mimic his movements. And he studied all about his life, and it's pretty interesting. So who can describe in their own words what I'm asking you to do for this assignment? Tell me in your own words, what am I asking you to do?
We should to read the article and see the movie and write like around 2 paragraphs in 55 or 80 words, describing what impression do we have about the article and watching the movie.
Yeah, describe, and specifically some of the ways the actor prepared. So what I'm asking you is to describe the ways he prepared.
Okay.
And what impression you had from watching it. And maybe you liked the movie, maybe you didn't like the movie, maybe you thought the movie was just weird, maybe you think the paintings were weird, but that's exactly what I'm asking you to do. So I made my directions a little bit more complex than usual, but that's why I'm still going over it now. Describe some of the ways the actor prepared 10 years for the movie and what impression you had from watching it. So what I'm going to show you right now is how you can open these two resources. So right here is the movie. You can watch it for free. And here is the article describing how he prepared for it. All right. So tell me when you're ready, and I'll show you just a little quick scene from the movie. And I can recommend, while we do this, take a look at chapter 2, because you can see, here it is, there it is. So there it is. That's the article that you read for today's assignment that you did with Ashley. There's the article. And you can see the real, so this is the real Jackson Pollock. That's him actually painting. Let's take a look at the movie. So I click on watch the movie, and there is the actor Ed Harris. Does he look like him?
Yeah.
They're pretty close, right? Got
Yeah.
the same bald head.
I
got
see you before.
Yeah. I got to get rid of this pop-up here.
I watched that movie before.
You did? Oh, Jefferson, you're
Yeah.
going to be an expert. You're going to be an expert.
No, but I don't remember.
I'm going to ask.
I just remember the
No, Jefferson, you're going to have all the answers. Okay, no
No, hell
excuses.
no. I
You
fell
need help,
asleep.
talk to Jefferson.
I fell asleep.
Oh, you fell, oh, now you fell asleep. You forgot everything, right?
Explain,
Sure.
explain.
All right. So here we go. Come on. Are we gonna give you trouble? All right, 1 second. There we go. Let me try this again. This streaming.
Is all movie or just
This is the
a
whole movie.
trailer?
This is the whole movie. I might give you a different link if this one gives me trouble. I'm gonna stop recording because I think this link is giving me trouble. Hang on 1 second. This link might be giving me trouble. I'm gonna stop recording. So I realized due to some of the copyright issues, I might actually have to stop recording periodically because when I put this on YouTube, they might say, oh, this doesn't belong to you. So the actor Ed Harris, he's actually painting it. One of the actual paintings. He's doing to learn to play the character, he started to study the paintings. He studied how he painted, and then he would actually create these paintings on the set. He worked so hard to turn into the character himself. And a lot of the paintings in the movie look like the real thing. So I'm gonna stop recording again. So if, just because this is copyright material, doesn't belong to me.